In this video, we'll show you how to update details in the platform. And this is once you've already onboarded. So you've gone through the onboarding process and now there's details you need to update, such as your email or bank details or whatever it might be. We have a separate guide and walkthrough on onboarding. So the first area you might want to update are your account settings. So if you scroll down to the three dots next to your name, you can click My Account Settings. Here you can update all the details, so your email, address, typically things people want to update. You can also update your signature. And another one that comes up often is password. So you can update your password or set up a passkey. So the next area is company details. So you'd go over to manage, click the company tab, and here you can update your logo. Again, often registered address or correspondence address might want to be updated, and then bank account and nominal share price or UTR number, your corporation tax reference number. Sometimes founders find themselves needing to update that, or you might have signed up to Founder Catalyst when you incorporated before you received your UTR number from HMRC. It would be here in the company section that you'd go in, edit details, and then add the UTR number. The other area is on the cap table. So if founders are looking to update shareholder details, it's in this section. So worth noting, so if we've got an existing shareholder here, I can view their details. But if there was an edit that I wanted to make, I can, at this stage, before we've got a funding round open, I can go in and edit the details. I can't edit their personal details. So once someone's been invited to a funding round and has an account, as you'd expect, it would require that user to update their own details. So a founder can't change a shareholder's email without them knowing. But before the funding round, they can edit the number of shares they hold and the share. I haven't changed anything. Update that and say they've Garland's details have been updated. What you can also do is add new shareholders at this stage. So you can add another person that owns shares in the company, or a company that owns shares. So like we've got this limited shareholder here, SPV. You could add, if there's other founders, you could add their shareholding, existing investors. This an externally managed person or company. Typically, this will be for option holders. If you've got an option scheme off platform, so you're not running option scheme through Founder Catalyst, this is where you could have an option holder and put their details in. Or if you are going to set up an option scheme in Founder Catalyst and you are reserving the option pool now, then this is where you'd use. So for example, we could, let's do 250 options. So we add that. Then you need to allocate all pending shares. So we make sure to do that check. I click that button, and then it moves from pending to in the cap table. So now we've got unallocated option 250, and 8.5% of the fully diluted cap table. The other thing you can do is split shares. So say if I felt we were struggling to get to the right sort of share price with 3,000 shares, we should have more like 30,000 shares. I might do a 1-to-10 share split. So I will file an SHO2 to do that. Once that's all filed with Companies House, I could then reflect that in this cap table to make sure that this cap table matches Companies House. And worth going back to company tab again, just to remind you that here's the nominal share price. When you use that share split functionality, it will also make sure the nominal share price is correct. So if we go and do that 1-to-10 share split, and it will say, how to do, why you might do a share split, and has our guide on filing the SHO2. But I'm going to do 1-to-10. So I've already done it. It's filed with Companies House. I come back into the platform, do the 1-to-10 share split, and you can see now I've got 29,160 shares. and hopefully at 0.01 nominal value. So there we go. Another thing you might want to change on the platform is to add new people to the account. So for example, you might want to add an advisor. You might have a someone who's helping you set up the legal paperwork. So in that case, they would be an advisor, which is explained here. So they can help you set up the funding round. They have the same access as a founder. So I'll put in this advisor. So Max Heal. Let's just put them as advisor 1, and I can then click invite user to join. So you can set, it says here we invited Max Heal to join. You can see the role, advisor, and the status here clearly is that the user hasn't accepted the invitation, so cannot access the account. So this advisor, Max Heal, will have received an email saying they've been invited to set up an account with Brown LLC Limited. Once they have accepted that invitation, created their account, added their digital signature, then this status will move to complete. So it won't be the email, it will be the green tick. The other important point to note is that this is all pre-funding round. And this is why we can go and edit the cap table, add new people to the round, or add new people to the platform, I should say. It's because we haven't actually started a funding round. So once you've closed a funding round, that will change how you're able to edit certain fields in the platform. We have a separate video on how to go through and set up your paperwork in this step, defining, going through, inviting investors, getting them all to sign, and then receiving the funds. So please watch that walk through or see that guide on that part of the process. So you've got to the point where you have received the money, you mark that investment as received, and that is your round now closed. So now I've refreshed. You can see in funding rounds that we've got to this point where it's all paid, the round is closed. So yeah, you can see we've got all the funding round information in the data room and all the documents we've produced. But you can see now that the people and company sections are locked. So you can't add or invite new people to the platform. You can't update those company details once you've had a closed funding round. If you do need to update those details, just raise a support ticket and the team will be able to help.